When most people hear the word LASIK, they think of one thing: getting their eyes fixed with a laser. It sounds simple. You walk into a clinic, a laser is used on your eyes for a few minutes, and suddenly you can see clearly without glasses or contact lenses. But behind that simple idea, there's actually a lot happening that most people never hear about. For example, many people believe the laser literally burns the surface of the eye to reshape it. That's not really what happens. The Excimer laser used in LASIK doesn't burn the cornea. Instead, it uses ultraviolet light to break molecular bonds and remove microscopic amounts of tissue with incredible precision. There's no cutting, melting, or burning in the way most people imagine. In fact, each laser pulse removes a layer that's far thinner than a human hair. But here's something even more interesting. Most people focus entirely on the laser itself. Yet one of the most critical parts of LASIK actually happens before the laser treatment even begins. During the procedure, the surgeon creates a thin flap in the cornea. This is known as the corneal flap, and this is where things become a little more complicated than many patients realize. Because before the laser can reshape the cornea, that flap has to be created accurately and safely. And yes, this step is not completely risk-free. Although uncommon, flap-related complications can occur. The flap may be irregular, partially torn, displaced, or affected by other unexpected issues during surgery. These complications are rare, but when they do happen, they can affect the course of the procedure and may require additional treatment. Many patients go into LASIK thinking only about the laser. What they often don't realize is that some eye surgeons consider flap creation to be one of the most delicate and technically demanding parts of the entire procedure. In the past, flap creation was typically performed using a mechanical device called a microkeratomy. Today, many clinics use femtosecond laser technology, which has significantly improved precision and safety. But like any surgical procedure, LASIK can never be considered completely risk-free. Here's another fascinating detail. Even when you think you're staring perfectly still at a target light, your eyes are constantly moving. Tiny movements happen all the time without you even noticing. So how does the laser avoid treating the wrong area? Modern LASIK systems use highly advanced eye tracking technology. Some can monitor eye movement hundreds or even thousands of times per second. If your eye shifts, the laser adjusts in real time. In other words, the laser is actually following your eye throughout the procedure. Another thing many people don't realize is that not all LASIK systems are the same. In fact, there can be major differences between laser platforms. Some systems focus on speed. Others prioritize customization and detailed corneal mapping. Some are better equipped to address subtle visual imperfections that can affect night vision and contrast sensitivity. So when someone says, "I had LASIK," that doesn't necessarily mean they had the exact same treatment as someone else. And here's something even more important. The laser doesn't make decisions on its own. Everything depends on the measurements taken before surgery. Corneal maps, pupil size, refractive errors, and many other data points are used to create the treatment plan. No matter how advanced the technology is, a laser can only be as accurate as the information it receives. Even the most sophisticated system can't perform miracles with inaccurate data. And perhaps the most important point of all is this. Many advertisements make LASIK sound like a perfect technology with guaranteed results. Reality is a little more complicated because after the surgery, biology takes over. Every person's eyes heal differently. Two patients with the exact same prescription can undergo the same procedure and still end up with slightly different outcomes. The vast majority of patients achieve excellent vision and enjoy life without glasses or contact lenses. but no technology can guarantee perfect results for every single person. That's why anyone considering LASIK should look beyond the marketing and take the time to understand how the technology actually works, what the potential risks are, and whether they're truly a good candidate for the procedure. Because when it comes to your vision, it's not enough to know that the technology is advanced. It's just as important to understand how it really works. So, would you trust a laser to reshape your vision? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.